If you're a DoorDash Dasher, you might have heard of the decline now movement. Now, if you haven't, in this video, I want to define what this movement is, how it works, how it could actually help you as a Dasher. But stay until the end of the video because I want to detail one fatal flaw that could prove these tens of thousands of drivers wrong. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. On this channel, I help you with the gig economy, your side hustle, your full-time hustle, making money and creating multiple revenue streams. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. And after this video, make sure to stock up on the best accessories for that hustle. Check out my Amazon storefront, that linked down below. Okay, firstly, so going into this video here, let's think about driving for DoorDash. What is your real end goal driving on the platform? Well, it's to make as much money as possible, right? So as I get into this Vice article that's detailing the decline now movement, I want you to keep that in mind, your driving strategy in your specific marketplace when it comes to money. So this article that details DoorDash delivery drivers in a closed Facebook group of more than 26,000 members are working together to decline low-paying orders, a move that they say is significantly driving up their average pay per order. So here's the closed Facebook group, and again, this Vice article is detailing that really the strategy here is to, again, decline low-paying orders. So just think about that. When you're driving in your marketplace, how often are you actually ignoring prospective orders because of low pay? So continuing, the decline now strategy is aimed at pushing base pay for drivers up by collectively gaming the DoorDash app's algorithm by exercising their right, that is drivers, to choose which deliveries to accept on the platform. Declining lowball offers forces the algorithm to raise base pay up on the declined offers for the next driver as the need for DoorDash to service the order increases. In turn, Dashers will see an increase in higher paying offers, many times doing less deliveries for more money at a much higher paying per mile rate. Okay, so really unwrapping a few points there. How does declining low paying offers actually boost your pay as a Dasher? So I want to show you DoorDash's most recent pay scale to make sense of that. So what you're looking at is DoorDash's most recent pay scale for you as a Dasher here. And specifically, let's look at base pay. So we can see here, DoorDash is considering several things whenever they're looking at paying you a base pay. Now, if you didn't know, this base pay can be anywhere from $2 to $10. And the key thing I want to point out here when it comes to base pay is desirability. So it's really just that. It's the actual desirability of the Dasher for that prospective order. So let's go back to, again, this decline now movement. So the premise here is declining these low paying orders. So it's not very desirable, right, to you as a driver here. So when DoorDash sees this, they're seeing, okay, there is really low desirability. We need to pay more to actually increase that desirability for a driver. So we're seeing the premise of really just simply ignoring the low paying orders. But is there something more? How do I actually do this decline now hack? So apparently, according to this Vice article, we need an Android phone and an older version of the Dasher app. Now there's a whole roundabout method in the Vice article that details this of how to actually do this with an Android phone. But I want to go over this other point here when it comes to minimum payout orders. So the article states there's really a core rule with this group here to decline all orders below $7. Now that actually isn't a bad threshold. So when you're driving just normally, let's say, I would like you to have a minimum payout threshold. In this case, again, it's $7 here. Now, of course, we also need to consider the dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? Because of course, $7 for 1 mile of driving is a lot different than $7 for 8, 10, 12 miles of driving. So that being another cornerstone of this whole decline now movement, not necessarily a bad thing here, but let's get into one kind of gray zone and ultimately this movement's fatal flaw in my opinion. So summarizing what we've seen so far, we need to have an older Android phone. Let me know in the comments if that's different apparently, but we need an older version of the Dasher app. And then collectively, based on this group of over 26,000, collectively it's been agreed to continually decline low-paying orders to, again, the verbiage from this Vice article, to game the DoorDash system to boost what we talked about earlier, that base pay, specifically that desirability. Here is a potential problem that I see and a potential warning to you as a Dasher if you are doing this. I want to look at the deactivation policy for DoorDash Dashers. There's two things here that really stand out to me. Specifically, I want to look at this line here for disrupting the DoorDash platform, and it states, taking any action, either directly or indirectly, that is intended to or does damage, disable, interrupt, overburden, or impair the functionality of the DoorDash platform or the servers or networks connected to the DoorDash platform. Well, you may be thinking, well, I'm not really doing that, right? I'm an independent contractor and I can decline low-paying orders. And you absolutely can, and I actually agree with that. You should be declining low-paying orders, especially going back to the premise that we talk about here on this team, is that dollars to mile ratio. If the pay doesn't make sense, by all means, you can decline that order. Now, my warning to you as a Dasher is if you're doing this really publicly, really vocally, visibly, it is this line of the deactivation policy. It's, again, interrupting, overburdening the DoorDash platform. This is why I really call it a gray zone for this whole movement here, because it's going from really singularly, really making business decisions for you as a Dasher, as an independent contractor, again, on your own, for your own business, to really a more collective that is, again, purposely taking action to disrupt or, again, interrupt the actual day-to-day, the regular algorithms of the Dasher platform. And then continuing with the deactivation policy, really this line for manipulating the referrals system or promotions. Now this reads, gaming or manipulating the consumer referral program, the Dasher referral program, Dasher pay promotions, or other similar types of programs. Now, of course, this isn't manipulating any kind of referral programs here, but really the last part of this when it comes to the verbiage here, it's manipulating the, again, similar types of programs. So what are we doing here when we're working as a collective to actually, again, manipulate, or as Vice said, game the system here? It can be seen as a type of manipulation. Okay, now hear me out, lean in for this, because you're probably thinking, okay, what are the chances there's millions of Dashers? There's really just 1.9 million new Dashers just added last year. That is according to DoorDash. What are the actual chances of anything actually happening to my account, actually being deactivated? There's 26,000 in that Facebook group, but really what's gonna happen? I'll be honest with you. Probably nothing. Yeah, probably nothing's gonna happen as far as an audit of your account here, but this is really standing as a warning to you because my account was actually affected and ultimately deactivated for this, for manipulating referral systems, even after DoorDash specifically told me and cited it was okay. So this video really just stands as a warning to you, just as a cautionary measure of someone who drove 1,600 deliveries on the Dasher platform in different marketplaces, is yes, I mean, chances are nothing's gonna happen until it might happen. But I'm not gonna leave you with that. Do this instead. I don't want you to have to resort to literally gaming a platform to make good money. Think about that. We're actually trying to actively game a system. That shouldn't be your end goal. Again, I want you to do this instead. So we need to look at different niches. If you like the gig economy, working on these phone apps, again, try different niches: parcel delivery, grocery delivery, rideshare, or other food delivery apps. Look at your actual data. If you just drive on a DoorDash full-time or part-time, have you signed up for Grubhub? We've seen great pay in here in Pittsburgh on a Grubhub. Have you tried, again, different niches? Is there money to be made elsewhere? And I'll just be real with you, the hassle of apparently getting a older Android phone, an older version of the Dasher app, and a really workaround in the Google Play Store, according to this Vice article. Is that really what you want to be doing with your business strategy versus focusing on other revenue streams and making, I guess, more legitimate money? I really do think there's better earnings opportunities out there if it is in the gig economy. Or ideally, again, we want to build active and semi-passive revenue streams with affiliate income, starting a business, selling a product, course, etc. Combining both of those is going to make you more money than going through a hassle of just trying to game one app. But that is just my opinion. I'm curious. Let me know down below in the comments, what are your thoughts as a DoorDash Dasher of this whole decline now movement? Let us know down below. And if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.